Life sciences is a broad sector that includes research, development, and manufacturing operations, in addition to developing diagnostics, pharmaceuticals and biopharmaceuticals, medical devices, agriculture and agri-foods, plus much more. As an increased demand for pharmaceuticals, medical technology, and other healthcare products continues to rise, emerging technologies, including AI, cognitive technologies, automation, and computer power, are driving significant advancements within the life sciences sector. This will enhance healthcare not only in Ontario and across our country, but also worldwide. Let's take COVID-19 as an example. The pandemic put a spotlight on how life sciences impacts our innovation economy. Life Sciences Ontario advocates for change in policies, especially those that can enhance Canadians' access to medicines, innovation, research and development, and its substantial impact on the Canadian economy and Canadian health. Life Sciences Ontario, or LSO, is a fully member-funded not-for-profit association. We are a small but mighty team committed to our mission to support all companies in Ontario's life sciences sector. We do this through extensive advocacy and education. We do also brag about our amazing homegrown innovation locally, nationally, and internationally. LSO values our member companies, who are the ultimate leaders in life sciences, biopharmaceuticals, agriculture and agri-foods, and medical technologies. We welcome everyone, including life science professionals, universities, research institutes, and industry service providers. LSO does all of this and more because the sector needs access to funding, plus all of the necessary tools and support to truly succeed in research, development, and commercialization. We cannot do this alone. We need to collaborate to be successful, and there is no better time for our industry than now. That is what LSO is all about. We have given you some great reasons to consider LSO as your next association. How about attending a complimentary breakfast meeting or event to see for yourself how LSO can support you, your business, and/or your educational path through a truly wonderful network of the best and brightest in the industry? Don't just take our word for it. Find out more about Life Sciences Ontario and how we can work together by visiting lifesciencesontario.ca.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our biannual member update. My name is Andy Donovan. I'm the Director of Member Engagements and Business Development here at LSO. And before we get started, I just wanted to acknowledge that today we recognize the land we are standing on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. I also acknowledge that Ontario is covered by Treaty 13 signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit and the Williams Treaty signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands. Today, if you've followed this over the past couple of years, you're used to both my face as well as our President and CEO's Dr. Jason Fields. But today we have a special guest, and I'll get to that guest in a few seconds. But as many of you may or may not know, LSO is a nonprofit member-driven association representing the collective voice of the pharma, medtech, biotech, agritech, and cannabis industries here in Ontario. We believe that a coordinated and collaborative approach with government, industry, academia, and all of the various stakeholders within the sector is the key to our collective success. We believe that only through an inclusive, consultative, and consensus-focused approach will we be able to maximize the impact of the sector. We're able to capitalize on opportunities to strengthen our members' interests through various initiatives such as advocacy, education, mentorship, and networking, all of which I'll expand upon in a few minutes, and something we encourage all of our members to learn more about and actively support. As I mentioned, we are an industry association, but it is a bit of a misnomer because we represent more than just industry. We have representation from core life sciences organizations such as pharmaceutical and med tech industries, as well as those organizations that support this sector, such as law firms, accounting firms, and other service providers. We also boast a strong presence from academia and various municipal government from within the various provincial ecosystems where life sciences is a major employer. These members work collaboratively with LSO in various ways to allow us to align their corporate goals and objectives with the opportunities within a vibrant sector. LSO's foundation rests on 4 pillars of advocacy, education, mentorship, and networking. Over the past few years, our focus at the federal level for our members in the pharmaceutical industry has been on the changes to drug pricing and the proposed National Pharmacare Initiative. In Ontario, as an official lobby group for the life sciences sector, we've been working hard with various ministries to engage in dialogue that will address several key areas, such as procurement and cutting through red tape for our members as they look to commercialize and scale up their operations. We also host several events throughout the year designed to provide a forum for our members to discuss issues that are facing the sector and provide opportunities to learn about potential solutions and how they can become part of the process. Mentorship is also a strong element of what we offer to our members. Whether they're looking to become a mentee or mentor, we can provide a forum for both. We have an online community via the 10,000 Coffees platform, where members from across the sector can engage with each other to gain insights, make connections that may help them as they build out their network. With the support of participating corporations, we also provide college and university students with one-on-one mentorship support through our LSO scholarship. In terms of networking, this could be one of the strongest pillars as we host several events throughout the year designed to create an informal platform from which to meet and develop connections within the sector, such as our signature events and, of course, monthly breakfast forums. Overall, from our humble beginnings as an event-based organization, we've developed into a community and thought leader for the life sciences sector. As members of the LSO community, your organization is privy to several channels designed to enhance brand awareness and audience engagement. These include the ability to amplify news, announcements, events through our weekly member newsletter and social media channels. Your organization can also participate as corporate or event sponsor, maximizing the reach and impact of your corporate brand and enhance audience interaction. We also provide access to professional development tools such as access to talent via industry partners such as BioTalent Canada. We can as well provide access to affordable health and dental benefits through our partner BioBenefits. We've touched upon our ability to enhance member networking and access to market intelligence, both of which are immeasurable as you look to enhance your goals and objectives. Finally, we provide business support by offering discounts on travel, lab equipment and supplies, and free or discounted job postings through our many partnerships. Member companies and organizations can also access selected corporate discount programs from LSO partners, which you'll see in a minute. I mentioned BioTalent, which is the country's leading bilingual HR conduit for the bioeconomy. It basically provides LSO members with discounts on job postings through their job board known as the Petri Dish, as well as member companies can benefit from wage subsidy programs and skills-based training designed to enhance talent acquisition and professional development. As I've mentioned, LSO members looking to attract talent to their organization can take advantage of BioTalent's job board through 5 free postings, and your organization will receive additional discounts on future job advertisements across their network. You'll also be privy to important industry information such as that found through their annual National Compensation Guide, providing details on positions and their compensation structure from across the bioeconomy. Finally, LSO members will also have access to affinity program partners providing discounts on various services. For more information on BioTalent Canada and what they can provide, please reach out to Marie through products@biotalent.ca. BioBenefits offers LSO member organizations with competitive rates on health, dental, and personal wealth management solutions. Similar to BioTalent Canada's impact on talent acquisition, BioBenefits can play a significant role in terms of talent retention through their service offerings. Developed with the bioeconomy in mind, BioBenefits can provide various solutions designed to attract and retain talent. For more information on their products and services, visit them at biobenefits.ca or reach out to any one of us here at LSO. Finally, VWR provides access to mission-critical product and service solutions across life sciences and other regulated industries, including pharma, biotech, industrial, education, government, healthcare, and advanced technologies. LSO member companies in need of lab equipment or office equipment can benefit from discounts offered through VWR. For more information on what they can provide, reach out to Marianne Samard through the website here or the email here, or reach out to any one of us. As a community-based industry association, we encourage our members to actively participate in our initiatives by attending networking events throughout the year. As well, to elevate networking opportunities, we have several volunteer committees made up of industry leaders that help guide us in identifying topics and speakers that will help to deepen our understanding of the opportunities that exist to further enhance the impact of the sector. Dovetailing from our events, we encourage members to present topics and speakers that will enhance what we're able to share to a broader audience through these activities. Finally, we encourage our entire community to act as ambassadors for the sector by sharing or commenting on our initiatives through social media and, of course, word of mouth. At this point, I am thrilled to be welcoming not only a friend to LSO, but a longtime supporter to life sciences in general, Lindsay Williams, who is the Vice President Managing Director at Stryker Canada, to say a few words about Stryker and about their membership with us. Lindsay, the podium is now yours.
Thank you, Andy, for the pass off. I appreciate the invitation today to be here. And as you mentioned, I've had a very positive experience with LSO, both at Stryker and other companies in my career path over the last probably 20 years. So I'm the Managing Director of Stryker Canada, as Andy has said, and if you're not familiar with us, Stryker is one of the world's leading medical technology companies. And as you can see in our mission, together with our customers, we're driven to make healthcare better. Our founder, Dr. Homer Stryker, was an orthopedic surgeon who came up with our mission. He founded the company in 1940, and the mission was his mantra and the cornerstone of what we do and how we do it. I think it probably resonates with all of you in the life sciences. In Canada, we're based in Waterdown, Ontario, near Hamilton. We offer innovative products and services that help both patient and hospital outcomes. So we're in the business of medical and surgical equipment and solutions. We provide both customers, our hospitals, and their patients with clinical and financial and clinical outcomes over the patient care pathway. So that's the continuum of care that you see before you. It might be a defibrillator in an arena, an ambulance stretcher on the way to hospital, the bed that your family member is in a hospital, or any one of a number of devices within that hospital or surgical center. It could be implants in a hip or a knee, a surgical equipment like the power drills, and many things inside the OR, the lights, the booms, the operating table, the spinal implant. So if you've been in a hospital, chances are you've likely encountered one of our products, all of which have the purpose to enhance or save people's lives. Now, really why I'm here today, to share my perspective on the reasons that we find our membership in LSO so very valuable. We can go one more. Thanks, Brian. We're part of this community to work together to strengthen healthcare across the country. Same reason that you are here, for the benefit of patients and for our partners in the system, our healthcare providers. We really value the goals and the collective agenda at LSO to promote equitable access to therapies, whether they're pharmaceutical or medical devices, to promote the foundation for a thriving sector in the province. It's our collective role, our role together, to educate both the public and decision makers about the value of the life sciences as an economic driver. we know we provide high quality jobs from the bench to the bedside, and we all know the value of the sector, but it's important that we communicate that and we work together to help everyone understand that. Everyone certainly appreciated that during the pandemic, but it really emphasized the criticality of the sector. Without vaccines and respirators, PPE and defibrillators, we wouldn't be where we are today. So it's up to us to collaborate and to continue the drive for rapid adoption of innovation in our system. So I really enjoy working together to take advantage of the momentum that we've had over the past 2 years. Our voices have been amplified, and it's up to us to continue that momentum. I've really found in meetings with Andy and Jason and Brian and others that LSO is a very well-respected voice around the policy table. When they talk, people listen. And when we work collectively, that voice is so much stronger. So I'm really proud to participate in the dialogue alongside LSO as a member and as an advocate for the sector. Thanks for the opportunity, Andy. Really happy to be here, and we still have important work to do, and I look forward to working with you in the future as we go down this path together.
Lindsay, thanks so much for all that you do for the life sciences sector, as well as LSO. You're a strong advocate and a great ambassador for us. At this point, what I'm going to do is invite our president and CEO, Dr. Jason Field, to take us through some of the projects we've completed this year and what we have coming up in the year of 2023. Jason, over to you.
Well, thanks, Andy. And just before I jump in here, just another thank you to Lindsay. We really appreciate all of your support and your commitment to the life sciences sector. One of the things that we love to do is to work with people that are just as passionate about life sciences as we are. You're certainly a leader in that regard. So thank you for all that you do in terms of your leadership in life sciences. In terms of the LSO projects, we continue to be very, very busy throughout the entire pandemic, having to switch to virtual platforms. And fortunately, this year, we were able to come somewhat back in person with some of our events. We've hosted 22 breakfasts and partnering events over the course of 2022. We have developed a success stories booklet that we share during our upcoming Queen's Park Day next week, really profiling some of the amazing accomplishments of our members over the course of the pandemic. We have a number of different industry-related events and projects, including a campaign with CARP, Zoomer, and Care to Know around When Your Time Comes. That campaign has actually morphed over this year into what we call our Aim Higher campaign. And it's really about aiming higher for health. And instead of just accepting the status quo and the gaps that COVID has shone a spotlight on in our healthcare, how can we aim to be one of the best health systems globally? We also launched a rare disease paper. This is very important in terms of positioning Ontario as the federal government is making their commitments around their federal rare disease strategy. So we want to make sure that Ontario is well set up for success. We had an open letter last year to the federal government around the need for a life sciences strategy. We now have life sciences strategies both federally and provincially, and that has that's not the end. That is just the beginning. It's all implementation now. And then one of the things that Lindsay mentioned that is so important to us is really what we call IDEA, inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility, and health equity being a big part of those initiatives. Go to the next slide, please. Just highlighting some of the many topics that we covered over this year in our webinar series. Psychedelics, advancing healthcare through innovation, and using strategic procurement is a very interesting topic that we continue to look at. We've also covered areas that are really high interest topic right now, things like lab space and the need for lab space and opportunities to develop that is certainly an ongoing discussion that we're having. We also host our member marathon, which is of great benefit to our new members, and it allows them to showcase and profile their products and services to our community. And our virtual road trip, we are a provincial organization, and I know the team always has fun photoshopping my face on various modes of transportation as part of the marketing for that. So if you haven't seen that, you should be signed up for a newsletter and staying up to speed in terms of all of these events that LSO and others are hosting. And we do have an upcoming webinar on November 24th on cybersecurity, and then we're going to wrap up the year with another member marathon in December. Can I have the next slide, please? Our awards presentation this year was actually held in May. Those of you that attend this event on a regular basis know that we've traditionally held this at the end of February. We had a fantastic record of predicting the worst snowstorms in February on the day of our event. So we were able to avoid that by moving it to May, and we intend on maintaining this event in May going into next year. We had some terrific award winners that were recognized at the event, and we have some terrific award winners coming up for the future event. These awards are based on nominations from our community. And again, this was a sold-out event this year, so please keep an eye out for registration. Sign up early because this event is a very popular one. Next slide, please. Our scholarship program continues to be incredibly successful. Over the 4 years that we've run this program, we've raised over $400,000 and have given awards to 135 students. Keep in mind, this is fully funded through our members. So amazing support from our different supporters and sponsors that allow us to provide these programs to these students and give them the benefits of not only financial assistance, but also mentorship with these companies so that they can kickstart their careers and their network building within the life sciences community. Have the next slide. And we were in bio this year in San Diego, and ourselves, along with OBIO and Clinical Trials Ontario, really formed the foundation of the Ontario presence within the Canadian Pavilion at bio. We think it's very important to continue to promote our jurisdiction, our life sciences community internationally, and we were able to attract quite a bit of attention and foot traffic through our collective booths and promote Ontario on this very important international stage. And once again, at MedTech in Boston, Andy led the charge alongside City of Mississauga and Hamilton, Clinical Trials Ontario. Just a great turnout and support from the Ontario life sciences community, once again promoting our very important medical device and medical technology sectors in Boston. Our annual golf tournament was once again sold out, this time in record time. I think people were really desiring to get back in person because I think it was less than a week. We sold out 144 spots within our annual golf classic. We also sold out for the first time all of our hole sponsors. So again, very popular event. All of our sponsors find incredible benefit in terms of meeting all of the individuals that participate at this event. I'd also like to reinforce that you don't have to be a golfer to participate at this event. There's an incredible networking lunch that you can sign up to separately. And if you're just like me, which is a real hack golfer, don't worry about that either, because it's best ball. It's meant to be a fun outing. So I'd encourage everyone to participate if you can. We also, I should also mention, we raised over $3,000 for the Sanofi BioGenius Challenge at the annual golf tournament. We also just finished hosting our Ideas to Action Life Sciences Forum. This was formerly called our Policy Forum, but we really wanted to focus on turning thought leadership into action. And so this was again, an incredible opportunity for us to discuss some of the most important topics circulating within the industry, including diversity and inclusion, talent development, the life sciences strategies at different levels of government, the need for lab space, and how to continue to invest and cooperate and collaborate across the ecosystem and with government to ensure that life sciences continues to be at the forefront of policy makers and thought leaders. We also had the Minister of Economic Development, Minister Vic Fedeli, participate and provide an announcement of the $15 million fund that OCI will be implementing as part of their strategy. Next slide, please. Coming up for 2023, it's going to be another busy year. We're going to try to get back in person as much as possible for all of our events. We're going to continue our idea workshop series. We're also working on an idea report that has been a year in the making. And with the generous support of Pfizer and Admare Bioinnovations and working closely with Shift Health, we're hoping to launch that report in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out for that. We think that it's going to be very impactful, and the focus being on not just quantifying the challenges that we have in life sciences around inclusion and diversity, but actually looking at some actions that we can take collectively as a sector to advance our progress there. Our scholarship program is going to continue on. Again, our awards ceremony sells out every year along with our golf tournament. Please do sign up early for that if you're interested. And we have our upcoming Queen's Park Days starting. They've actually already begun meetings to elevate, again, the life sciences industry with policymakers and decision makers. So with that, I think I'm going to open it up for questions, and Andy and I are here if anyone has any questions to ask. Andy, back to you.
Thanks, Jason. I think you've covered off a plethora of what we've got going on this year and into next year. I think while we wait for a couple more questions, one question maybe I'll throw over to you is, what do you think the hot topic button will be for life sciences as we watch the provincial government roll out their life sciences strategy, as well as our work at the federal level for 2023 and the years to come?
Oh boy, it's hard to choose just one. I think the implementation of the strategy is top of mind for me, and an important part of that will be the establishment of the Life Sciences Council that was identified as part of that strategy. So that's still a big question mark. We're waiting to see an announcement around who will be involved in that Life Sciences Council, what their mandate will be, timelines for reporting back, and what they'll produce in terms of the next iterations of the strategies. Federally, unfortunately, the pricing regulations that you mentioned, Andy, continue to be a real challenge for us. So we're going to continue to work on that front. But on the positive side, I think there's some real opportunities around rare diseases with both federally and provincially. So again, that's going to be another focus for us. But I think across the sector, talent is a huge issue. Lab space continues to be a big point of discussion. So there's a lot going on in this space, and underpinning all of that is ensuring that we're being leaders in inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility. And that has to be embedded in all of these initiatives. So those are the ones that are top of my mind. So it's not just one, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a bucket list right there for you. Not seeing any questions from the audience. Maybe what I can do, Jason, is just have you take us out and recognize some of the sponsors that allow us to do what we do on an annual basis.
Sure. Thanks, Andy. And thanks to everyone that joined us today. And I'd like to thank all of our sponsors that support us throughout the year. Our platinum sponsors, AbbVie, Alexion, Astellas, AstraZeneca, Boehringer, GSK, Horizon, IMC, J&J, Merck, Pfizer, Roche, Sanofi, Shift, and SVB. We could not, do these sorts of events without their continued support throughout the year. Our gold sponsors listed here, Admare, BD, BioTalent, Taiho, and Stryker. And again, Lindsay, thank you for all that you do for us and the support that you provide, as well as our silver sponsors, Amerisource Bergen, U of T Scarborough, BDO, Niagara, EY, and CRB. And again, reminder, join us for our upcoming events, November 24th, cybersecurity, and our member marathon coming up. And keep an eye out for registering for our annual awards dinner on May 17th. Thank you so much for joining us today.